A very good morning, welcome. It's Jeff Lawton Online on Wednesday the 19th of March, and a very good morning and welcome to anybody who's new to the channel. It was another good day yesterday, plenty of winners put up, and to be fair I would expect to be winning most days at this time of the year. Now the ground is starting to get a little bit quicker. Flat season starts a week on Saturday, and when that gets into full swing, the bookies have absolutely no chance of beating me. The hardest thing is getting bets on, not backing winners. It really is getting more and more difficult. I'd normally get anywhere between 30 to 50 betting accounts per year closed. Obviously not in my name, but in the names of friends and friends of friends. But even that is fraught with danger. As a bookmaker the year before last refused to pay out winnings of over £7,000, and there was absolutely nothing I could do about it. And so many of these so-called bookies are just a joke. You can't get anything on, and if you remotely resemble a winning punter, they'll just close you down. The only accounts that in my opinion are worth having are Bet365, William Hills and Ladbrokes. If you haven't got those, you should open them, as they nearly always offer the best prices on everything, and price is everything. It's why I bang on about getting on at 8:30 a.m, which is the time I put my private service bets up, because if it's 3 to 1 at 8:30 and you put it on at 12 o'clock and it's only 2 to 1, the difference in price pays for your next losing bet. Work it out. If you've 100 quid on and get 300 back, or as opposed to 200 back, the £100 difference would pay for the next losing bet. Now there are plenty of short price horses running today, and I'll take a look at some of those. There are definitely some to avoid as well. On my private service I try and be as select as possible. I'm happy to back a 4 to 5 shot if I think it's really a 4 to 7 or a 1 to 2 shot. People talk about value, but a 4 to 5 shot can have more value than a 12 to 1 shot. If the 12 to 1 chance has got no chance of winning, how can it be value? And leave each way betting alone as well. There's zero value if all you're doing is planning to get your money back if it's second or third. What's the point? If you're interested in my private service, 5 from the last 7 bets have won, and we're now 17 winning weeks from 18 since the start of the jump season, and we've got a running profit of 233 points. Nobody can match that. An average of 2 bets per day, and these are sent, as I say, at 8:30 daily. I've got a current standing point, like I said, 233 points this jump season, which equates to 13 points per week. Or in monetary terms, if you had £20 per point on every horse, you've made £260 every week. Somebody messaged me yesterday to say it was a con because the points profit changed every day. Really? No wonder bookmakers win with fools like that. If we have bets every day, then quite obviously that has a negative or positive effect on the running total daily. If you're happy to wait for the video coming out at 11 a.m, that's fine. But please, I say every day, do yourself a favour, hit the subscribe button. I'm running a little bit late today, so hit the subscribe button. You will get a notification that tells you when I've put the video up, and then you'll get my views for free at 11 a.m. So let's look at the day's racing. Start at Haydock, where there are a lot of small fields as the going gets quicker. Starting the 250 Pike Road of Martin Keithley. He's run 5 times in his life and he seems to be progressing. He ran well in a handicap of a mark of 113 at Catterick before reverting to a maiden at Ludlow last time, where he went off 6 to 5 favourite. He was probably looking to finish second, in fairness, when he fell 3 out. His jumping in the main is quite slick, and dropping back 3 furlongs in trip today should be a plus. He's a couple of dangers according to the betting, and he's drifted this morning, but to me looks the most likely winner. In the 320, the novice race, this looks a 2-horse race with Willie Mullins sending one across, and one who is unbeaten in his 2 hurdle races. He came over to Catterick last time and he went off 2 to 5 favourite. But I think if the second favourite had jumped that day adequately over the last, he may well have lost his unbeaten record. Now Neil Mulholland runs Starcross Lover against him, and he looked progressive before biting off more than he could chew in a Group Grade 2 last time. I don't think there is much between these two. In the 5:35, Gary Handmer runs Minella Rescue. Now he's a horse that relishes a faster surface, which is why we don't see him a lot on winter ground. We saw him last in a 3-horse race at Doncaster 17 days ago. That was a novice race. At the time he was rated 118, but he was running off level weights with a 127 rated horse and giving £12 to a 121 rated horse. So to finish a very honourable 3/4 of a length second after a break of 109 days was an excellent run. Now the handicappers nudged him up £3 for that, and he runs in his first ever handicap today off what looks a very fair mark. Just one race I want to look at Huntingdon in the 4:42 Kapamazov, trained by James Evans. Now he's a 15 race maiden, but he's slowly improving over fences, and his last run over this course and distance was by far his best, where he took it up down the back straight and strolled clear. He looked all over the winner in the straight until the winner came out the clouds to collar him online actually. Yeah, they were 20 lengths clear. Now the handicappers put him up £5 for that, but it doesn't kick in until Saturday. So today he runs off a mark of 86, and he should be hard to peg back. He takes on Camino Rocchio, who has won 4 out of his last 5 races, but he's got up a total of £28 result. And as they say, all things should come to an end, or will come to an end. He'll probably set the race up for Kapamazov today. At Southwell, a couple of races I want to look at there. In this 7 o'clock, George Bowie runs North Star. Now she's run 2 solid races so far. Second behind Tundra Rose on debut, who then went on to finish 3rd in a listed race, before North Star then went on to win a maiden at the second time of asking. She won that comfortably. She carries a £7 penalty, which is never easy, but she works to a mark in the mid-80s at home, so she should see these off. Now there are a couple of potential dangers here on breeding, but there's been no money for either. North Star should really take the beating. In the 7:30, Andrew Balding runs Spirit of Summer. Now Oisin Murphy doesn't ride very much at this time of year, so when he does, you need to take a second look. He's still a maiden after 5 starts, but he was thought good enough last time to take his chances in a Group 2 at St Cloud in October. There's nothing like a Group 1 horse in this race, and unless a leg has fallen off, he should be too good for these. Now if you're interested in getting my bets early, they average 2 bets per day, then drop me an email at the address below, jefflawtonmanagement@gmail.com. Drop me a line, ask me anything horse racing related, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If you don't want to do that, you want to wait for the video, that's fine. Please hit the subscribe button, then you get the notifications. But thanks again for dropping by. I will speak to you same time tomorrow. Thanks for calling.